Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be testing out the Zulu palette by Juvia's Place. I'm really excited. This palette has a bunch of beautiful colors in here, so I'm really excited to try it. Let's go ahead and see what I create. The first palette I'm using is my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and I'm going to be taking that salted caramel shade from the palette and just applying that into my crease. I'm using this as a transition color so that all the other colors that I'm using are going to blend nicely together. Now from the Zulu palette, I'm going in with that nice yellow shade and just applying that in my crease with a nice fluffy brush. Just make sure that it's nice and blended. Now taking the brown shade from the Zulu palette, on that same fluffy brush, I'm just blending it kind of over top where I placed the yellow shade. This is just going to give it a nice gradient effect, and you know, the key to these looks are always to blend very well, and that's what I'm doing right here. Now using a different fluffy brush, I'm taking the orange shade from the Zulu palette and I'm just doing a packing motion, placing that color right onto my lid. Once that color is placed, I'm going to take my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Light Ivory and I'm going to be cutting parts of my crease. I'm just leaving the inner corner of my eye without the concealer, just so that the color peeks through. As soon as the concealer is placed down, I'm going to be using the white chocolate shade from the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and I'm just going to set that concealer so it doesn't budge. Going back into my Zulu palette, I'm taking that nice rose gold kind of duochrome shimmery shade, and I'm going to be placing it on the outer corner of my eye where I placed the concealer. And then I'm going to be doing it on the inner portion where the concealer was placed. Sometimes these flat brushes do not do the shimmer shades justice, so you can definitely apply more with your finger just to make it a little bit more brighter and shimmerier. That's not even a word. Oh my god, I can't talk. More shimmery. So now I'm taking the baby blue shimmer shade from that Zulu palette and I'm just applying that onto the spaces that I left empty. And now I'm just kind of blending the blue into the rose gold shimmer shade just to make it look a little bit neater. Using that same flat brush, I'm taking the blue shimmer and I'm just applying that right underneath my eye. Ow, I cut it in my freaking eyeball. I'm also taking that blue shimmer shade and I'm applying it right into my inner corner. Today I'm going to be using my Maybelline Master Prime primer and I'm just going to be applying that all over my face nice and evenly. This is just going to protect the base of your face when you apply your foundation. For foundation today, I'm going to be using first the L'Oreal True Match in the shade W4. This is a matte foundation, and I'm just dotting this all over my face, and then I'm going to blend it all out with a beauty blender. The next foundation shade that I'm using is from Maybelline. It's the shade Sun Beige, the Dewy Smooth, and I'm just dotting that all over my face again, and I'm gonna go ahead and blend it out with my beauty blender. Next up is my favorite part of my makeup routine. It's using concealer. The one that I'm using today, as always, is the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous Concealer in the shade Light. Yes, I do use a lot. I love a bright under eye. You don't have to use as much, but just a personal preference of mine. So I'm just going to be applying it in this triangular motion, and then I'm going to be blending it out nicely with my beauty blender. Once that's blended, it's time for the setting powder. I'm just taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, using that baby pink shade as well as the banana shade from the palette, and I'm just going ahead and applying that right under my eyes to lock in that concealer. For bronzer today, I'm taking the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil in Medium Deep, and I'm just applying that on my cheekbones, my forehead, and then I'm going to be doing my ears as well as my neck, just to make sure everything is all one color. For blush, I'm using the ColourPop Hello Kitty collection in the shade Fun with Friends, and I'm just applying that onto, on top of where I placed the bronzer, and then a little bit on the apples of my cheeks. I've really been loving a nice pink blush lately, and this is a really pretty color. It also has some shimmer in it, so it works perfectly. I'm also taking my Lancome blush in the shade Sheer Rose, and then I'm applying that over top the other shade of blush I have, as well as on the apples of my cheeks. Now, using my Carly Bible Deluxe Edition palette, it's time for highlighter. I'm just taking the rose gold as well as the gold shades, mixing them together, and just applying that on top of my cheekbones. For nose contour today, I'm using the Anastasia Contour Kit, using that gray shade, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and put that on a pencil brush and go ahead and contour my nose. As soon as my nose is contoured, I always love to blend it out with a nice fluffy brush, just so it doesn't look too crazy in person. So I go ahead and do that with a nice fluffy brush that doesn't really have any product on it, and it just makes it look a little bit more natural. I've already applied false lashes like at the beginning of the video. I did not record that, but I'm using the Ardell Wispy lashes, and I'm using the, not sure the name of the glue, but it's I think, oh, Kiss glue. It's the black shade. You can get it at CVS, but right now I'm just using the Lancome Defensibles mascara just to blend my natural lashes with the falsies. For a lip liner, I'm using my favorite shade from Kylie Cosmetics. It's the Candy Cane lip liner, and I'm just overlining my lips a tad bit. This is just gonna give them a little bit more of a poutier look, and I just love doing that because my lips are extremely small. So after the lip liner is placed on, I'm going to be taking the Kylie Cosmetics Candy Cane liquid lip. This is matte. And I'm just applying that on my lips. Then I'm going to be taking MAC Whirl and just mixing that a little bit. It's a matte lipstick. Love this shade. And then after applying those two products, I'm going to be using the Fenty Gloss Bomb. This is just the original shade. I think it's called Fenty Glow, but this is just going to make sure that my lips are hydrated and not too dry. Here is the completed look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial today. If you guys have any suggestions on what kind of video I should film next, please feel free to comment below. And if you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. And until next time.